There are many factors that can cause tension in your pelvic floor muscles, and these include too much tensing, anxiety, and even too many pelvic floor exercises. Like any physical activity, too much of it can lead to tension, fatigue, and poor muscle function. And with the pelvic floor muscles, this can affect blood flow and of course affect sexual performance. This video will show you how to self-massage your pelvic floor muscles using a tennis ball or a water bottle. Hello, my name is Daniel Lawrence. Welcome to the Physio channel. You can see here a picture of the muscles that we're looking to self-massage, and we're going to start with the tennis ball. So take the tennis ball and place it just underneath your bum bone. That's your ischial tuberosity. Place some weight on it and use your hands to offset some of that weight as necessary, and then start to gradually roll back so the ball is working on these muscles showing on the screen here. Then you can roll forwards and back in order to self-massage that area, starting to come up towards the inner groin. Move slowly, and if you find any tender points, pause and apply some sustained pressure over that point until you feel some relief or you start to feel that the muscle starts to release. I'd recommend that you do the technique for 30 seconds, rolling between the groin and the scrotum, pausing over any tender points and offsetting some weight with your hands as necessary. After that, you can then switch to the other side and perform 30 seconds on the other side as well. When performing this technique, it's important to keep breathing and don't hold your breath. Try to relax as much as possible and avoid rolling the ball over the central line, keeping it instead between the scrotum and the groin and the bum bone. At any time, stop if you feel any pain. So you can perform that technique for 30 seconds on each side. If it helps, perform it 2 or 3 times on each side, and perhaps 2 or 3 times a day would be enough. If you do it too much, you may start to cause some discomfort and some bruising. So if you go to do the technique and feel some pain, then that may be because you're doing it too much or doing it too vigorously. So if that's the case, then stop doing it for a while and make sure you get a medical assessment. And then if you do return back to it again after some time and it feels okay, then continue, but just don't overdo it and don't put too much pressure down through the ball. You can also do this self-massage technique with a bottle. I'd recommend using a plastic bottle. Of course, don't sit on a glass bottle, and you will need to have a bit of water in the bottle, and I do recommend you replace whatever fluid is in there with some water, just in case you sit on it and the lid bursts. So on that note, make sure you've got a suitable lid. Perhaps this flip cap lid is not suitable. So I'll take this smaller bottle here. I've replaced the milkshake from inside and put a little bit of water in there. If you don't have any water, the bottle will usually squash and crumple quite easily. If you fill it up with water, then that might be okay, but then it might be a bit too firm. So you do want it to be a little bit squashy, therefore it's more comfortable. Now you're going to sit on that, again, like you did with the tennis ball, place that on your bum bone and have that at a 45-degree angle. Sit on it, apply some pressure. Now you can't roll around on the bottle in the same way that you could do with the ball, so instead you have to rock forwards and back, side to add the pressure over the bottle, and then possibly with some rotation as well. If you find one of those movements feels the most therapeutic, then just focus on that. Perform the routine for 30 seconds like you did with the ball on each side. Now, of course, you don't have to do both. There are 2 different options. So if you prefer the ball or you prefer the bottle, then simply use that technique. So the techniques in this video will help you to relax your pelvic floor muscles. But there's more you can do, including this yoga stretch here. And if you want a video where everything's included, including some more explanation and research, then this is the video for you. So we'll see you in one of these next videos.